Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your source for Second Amendment news. Quick news update here from the Senate. The red flag bill, the national red flag bill, backed by Senator Lindsey Graham and Senator Blumenthal from Connecticut, is going to get its day in court, basically. They're having a meeting on March 26th on the red flag bill. Now, this meeting is actually going to be a hearing by the Judiciary Committee, which Lindsey Graham sits on, and he's actually the chair of that committee. This is something that he wants to happen. He's actually been very close with Donald Trump in preparing this. And from some of his comments here that I'll give you in a second, it looks like after this hearing, it could go to a vote. It's coming. I don't know what else to tell you other than I see it coming because of how they're wording this. Now, these quotes come right after somebody asked Senator Graham about the package of gun control that passed last week in the House. That was H.R. 8 and H.R. 1112. And his quote regarding that was, "I haven't really looked at the House package, but this is, to me, the area where we can come together." Now, this red flag bill that is authored by Blumenthal and Graham, it's looking to allow family and police officers to jump in the middle and declare somebody a risk to themselves or others and violate their Second Amendment rights, their Fourth Amendment rights. You've watched it all here. I'll have a list of videos flying above. It's about red flag videos from across the country. They're all bad. Not one of them is good, but they're using these tools, as they say, tools of prevention, where they could, save one life, but in order to do that, they're going to violate everybody's rights. Now, Senator Graham thinks that his red flag proposal is best because they're offering plenty of due process, is the quote. Not really, because that's not how due process works, but the person who is the subject of the order has 72 hours in which they can protest this and go to court, and it can last up to 180 days. But the key is, when somebody launches a red flag on you, you don't get your chance to face your accuser, to have a judge decide if you are a danger to yourself or others. There is no due process. When it's done after the fact, Senator Graham, President Trump, members of the House, members of the Senate, people of America, when it's done after the fact, it's not due process. Now, one of the things that they use is their Exhibit A is going to be the Parkland shooting. They mentioned that, the FBI and police were called for this kid numerous times. Nobody did anything. But what they failed to mention is, a lot of people are putting the onus on the police didn't do it, or the guy was never taken away. Now, I was not at Parkland. I never dealt with a kid, but in scenarios that I know of, when we deal with somebody who has a mental health issue, they go to the hospital. And a lot of times the hospitals let them go. So what are we supposed to do on the street level when you don't get, a team working together for a common cause? There's a lot of problems in the system, and creating a constitutional violation isn't going to fix the system. Now, one of the things that Graham says in his soliloquy here is that they're going to incentivize the states into adopting these red flag bills. What does that mean in English? Incentivizing somebody is bribing them. They're going to offer states money to put their own red flag in and then put the names into the system of the fixed NICS or the NICS system, and they're going to make more people prohibited because they might have somebody call and say that I think they're a danger or a threat to themselves or others. This is a backdoor gun grab, make no mistakes, and the federal red flag bill is going to be heard by the Judiciary Committee on the 26th. Another thing to be wary of is this statement that Blumenthal said, and it's a quote, "I'm deeply hopeful that this hearing will show very dramatically the reasons why a red flag statute saves lives and why it may even have saved the lives of the Parkland students." They're pulling at the heartstrings, guys and gals. This is an unconstitutional, illegal bill being proposed by people who have taken an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States at all costs. They're violating their oath of office, and maybe, just maybe, the states that they represent should do something about that. Pass this along. It's coming. As soon as this meeting happens and any information is released, you can find that information here on Guns and Gadgets. So because of that, you should subscribe right now. Button's right below me. There's a bell next to it. Click that too. So you'll get all the notifications of everything I post when it comes out. So you can stay in the know, good, bad, or ugly. All the news for the Second Amendment happens right here first on Guns and Gadgets. Till we see each other again, this is Jared. Be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon. Take care, everybody.